What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yeah, you know, I almost get tired of saying I told you so, but I told you so. You know, Lee Zeldin just came out here recently and they kind of played some of the greatest hits. They went over, you know, what the president said about eliminating DEF requirements, the EPA completely rolling back 2027 guidelines on diesel trucks, and yeah, it just gets better. Remember that whole thing where he said we're not rolling anything back, we're eliminating everything, and everybody was like, oh, you're doing what you're talking about, TK, they're not going to do anything. So when the EPA gets behind legislation that's pending right now, that is now being put together into budget reconciliation. Remember I said this like 3 weeks ago and y'all said I was crazy? Yeah, I told you so. Roll the intro. Guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway going on the channel right now. We have a one-of-one, very limited edition Ram TRX in F8 green. I affectionately call it the Green Monstah. We have been working on this to get this thing done and up on the channel for over a month. And now that it's up, we did it a little bit different this time. Normally we'll have like extra entries over a set amount of time, right? This time we just limited it to a set amount of orders, and they're almost all sold out. I believe there's only a couple available at every tier, and once they're done, they're done. That's it. So if you want the best shot to get the Green Monstah TRX, it's very simple. Link will be in the description down below, tksgarage.bigcartel.com, and go tap in on it, because most likely, and I'm guessing, most likely they will sell out today. So welcome on back to the channel, guys. Obviously, you know, I'm moving around. I just got back over here, and I'm getting a bunch of different things done. So check this out. I remember when everybody said, when Lee Zeldin said that at the Kenilworth plant, we're not rolling back anything, we're eliminating everything. Damn, like a full delete. Pause. But in all seriousness, Lee Zeldin has now come out, and the agency is supporting that Diesel Truck Liberation Act, which isn't just so I'm clear, this isn't just about diesel. It's about gasoline too. It's about multiple things that Lee Zeldin has said over time about mobile sources of emissions should not be covered under the Clean Air Act. And if the Diesel Truck Liberation Act is passed, which, by the way, they don't need any Democrats to sign it. That said, it looks like they got two anyway. Anyways, how is this going to work? Well, right now, TSA is still not funded. All right, TSA, oh my God, it's such a shit show. I have, you know, Houston's like my second home, right? It's like my second city. And if you're going through Hobby or Bush right now, either one of those airports, you better get there like 4.5 or 5 hours early, because right now the lines are averaging about 3.5 hours just to get through TSA. Holy crap. Now, the reason why they're doing this budget reconciliation bill, it's very similar to how the Big Beautiful Bill and a bunch of other stuff got passed. They're going to put this in, and there's going to be different things in it. There's going to be even more funding for immigration and custom enforcement, which I know is going to drive the Democrats insane. But there will also be more funding for the Department of War, and there will be other I don't want to say pet projects, but legislation that meets what the president wants to do. And one of those is what? What gives instant relief to farmers, everyday consumers, people that use this stuff on a regular basis? Oh yeah, the Diesel Truck Liberation Act. Yep. The Diesel Truck Liberation Act instantly solves all the emissions bullshit. And even before, let's say, Bianco becomes the governor and comes in and closes down CARB and gets rid of smog checks and does all that stuff like he said he's going to do, even before he comes in and does that, if this bill passes federally, it makes smog checks in every state that does it illegal. They won't be able to do it. They won't be able to regulate anything from mobile sources of emissions. You can delete your truck. You can put it on the Jenny Craig weight loss plan. You can do whatever you want. Now, when is the goal for this happening? Now, a lot of people think they're going to get it done this week. I don't think it's going to happen this week. I think they're going to get all the stuff that they want to get into budget reconciliation in, and they'll probably get it started on it Monday, because you already know what the Dems are going to do. Democrats are going to try to stall, filibuster, debate, bitch, cry, complain for however long it takes to try to stall the shit. So that way they have the full week. So by Thursday or Friday, they get the vote done. Hopefully Thursday, it goes to the president's desk and it gets signed. Now, some of this other stuff that's going to be in budget reconciliation are things like the president's trying to get done now with the SAVE Act, which would be voter ID. This is a car channel. We're not getting into the politics side of it. I'm just telling you, this isn't just about funding TSA, because people are going to be, oh, no, it's only funding TSA. No. They're going to push through the SAVE Act. They're going to push through the Diesel Truck Liberation Act. They're going to push through provisions or a modified Stop CARB Act. All of that stuff is on the board to be in budget reconciliation. And they got 50 Republicans to say yes. And all they need is the vice president to also say yes, and it passes. That's it. They have Fetterman and Slotkin on deck when it comes to, at least with the Diesel Truck Liberation Act. So, the question I leave to you is, when are these haters? When are the haters that when are the haters that consistently say that, oh, they're wrong, he's wrong, he doesn't know what he's talking about, and then like 2 months later, exactly what we said it's going to happen ends up happening. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. Well, I'm excited, mostly because I almost thought that they were going to leave the Diesel Truck Liberation Act and let it die on the vine. But that bill, that law, when it becomes law, changes the Clean Air Act and makes it where mobile sources, meaning cars, trucks, lawnmowers, RVs, semi-trucks, none of that stuff is covered under the Clean Air Act anymore. Bye. Go do what that was in term to do. What it was, the purpose of it was to deal with different power plants and waste and other crap that factories and other shit was putting out. That's what the spirit of that was when it came out. What had nothing to do with the cars are putting out too much. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Go check out Lee Zeldin's Twitter. If you think I'm just saying shit just to go check out his Twitter. Or his X account, whatever you want to call it. Go check it out. But I told you so. Told you so. I told you all we had to do was be patient. We're just slightly over a year in on this administration. I told you all we had to do was be patient, and these things were going to come to pass. Well, there you have it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.